about time now I changed the sander disc on here. I just need to remove all the extra residues from the glue. But yeah, you just put a new sand disc on and it's ready to go again. But this here is originally a lathe. This is what this is. You mount all that stuff on here, the tools and such. And I borrowed this from a friend of mine a while back. And I was just like, oh, I wish you would have all the original pieces so we could actually use it as a lathe. Just spoke with him. He still has it. So I'm heading over to him shortly and picking up the extra stuff. That means that me and Lasse might be able to make our own kendamas. I have a hope of making a triple XL kendama. It'll just be fun to make one. And we got the plans. So it's just about if I can find some good quality wood to make it from. Because that could be sweet. So I'm heading over to my friend soon and picking up the stuff we need to get the thing going. Yeah, but now I need to get the extra glue stuff. You can see there's some glue stuck here. So I'll focus a little bit like that. But Paul got some sticky stuff remover, which he bought in the UK. I could also just roll it off like this, but it takes forever. Well, the sticky stuff remover is much quicker. So yeah, all right. I'll do that. And Lasse's heading out here shortly because we originally wanted to make larger kendama balls. We found a piece of wood, and we're gonna make a slightly larger, about the XL size. We already have an XL kendama, both of us. So yeah. So today is gonna be Michael and Lasse built their own stuff again, like last night when I built Robin's pill, which I think he's very happy with. So we went over to Sebastian and my friend, thinking that we were going to get some parts for what I use at the moment as my sander, but it showed that he actually had a complete lathe for us. So we got a full size now, and the good thing about this, that I will be able, if I can get the wood, to realize my dream about making a very large kendama, because that one there, as you can see, is quite long. And I can just boil that as long as I want until he needs it back eventually. I'll maybe ask if I can buy it from him if he doesn't use it. We even got some irons. They're a little bit worn and stuff. They're just a cheap set, but as long as we can get them going, they'll be fine. We got a whole load there, you can see. Yeah, so that's interesting. So now we're gonna be trying to set a piece of wood in and see what we can make. It's gonna be awesome. I think Lasse is gonna test it out because he's used to working that kind of thing. So interesting. So Lasse is are you gonna attempt to try to do your own Ken now?
Probably.
Yeah, alright, cool. So just watch your fingers. Do you want me to get you safety glasses and that?
I have safety glasses in the bag.
Alright, you got your own. So that's cool now. We have a lathe, which is great. Ooh, they're better than mine because mine are all scratched up. So we went over to Sebastian and my friend, thinking that we were going to get some parts for what I use at the moment as my sander, but it showed that he actually had a complete lathe for us. So we got a full size now, and the good thing about this, that I will be able, if I can get the wood, to realize my dream about making a very large kendama, because that one there, as you can see, is quite long. And I can just boil that as long as I want until he needs it back eventually. I'll maybe ask if I can buy it from him if he doesn't use it. We even got some irons. They're a little bit worn and stuff. They're just a cheap set, but as long as we can get them going, they'll be fine. We got a whole load there, you can see. Yeah, so that's interesting. So now we're gonna be trying to set a piece of wood in and see what we can make. It's gonna be awesome. I think Lasse is gonna test it out because he's used to working that kind of thing. So interesting. So Lasse is are you gonna attempt to try to do your own Ken now?
Probably.
Yeah, alright, cool. So just watch your fingers. Do you want me to get you safety glasses and that?
I have safety glasses in the bag.
Alright, you got your own. So that's cool now. We have a lathe, which is great. Ooh, they're better than mine because mine are all scratched up. So I need to get some new ones. Yeah, that looks sweet. Awesome. So that means that Lasse can do that and I can sand at the same time because I got that on here with a new disc on it. So double job. Awesome. I'm just gonna dust off the thing. I think your camera is charged, Lasse.
Nice.
So that's cool. Yeah. I'm just brushing all the dust off here. Well, that's really, really nice of Sebastian to borrow that. He even mentioned that he might be able to get us some nice wood, so we can make better kendama tamas, and maybe in the kendama itself. But we'll see. Definitely, it's nice that we can borrow this lathe here. It's like very, very nice of him. Thank you, Sebastian, if you're watching this. I know you watch some of my videos. All right, we're nervous now. You're doing it wrong.
Huh?
You're doing it wrong. He can't see it, but he's doing it wrong. You can see now, guys, Les is working ahead, trying to replicate the Ken. Yeah, it's looking good. Considering it's the first thing we ever made with this thing, but we're gonna need some new of those knives to cut with because they're not very good. Licorice. Yum yum. It's got cold now, so we have packed up the lathe and the sander down there because it's dark and it's not very warm at all. As soon as the sun disappears, freezing cold. Not freezing, but cold, definitely. But what we did today, a couple of days ago, me and Lasse found this piece of 4x4. I think it's a 4x4 or 6x6 maybe. It's 10 centimeters wide. So we cut some squares, completely squared pieces, and wanted to make a tama out of that. So this is what Lasse has come to so far before we start packing down. That's by using that method of using a board with a hole in it and keep turning the piece. And that's about after, like, what, 45 minutes sanding? Half an hour? Half an hour sanding. And this here is about after an hour and a half, plus minus fine sanding. Yay! I made my wooden bowl. And it's actually turned out quite nice. But because it's a size where we don't have... It's too large to fit on an XL kendama. And it's too small to go on an XXL kendama. So I'm not going to drill a hole in it. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. I think it's a cool thing to have. A wooden sphere, which I've made myself. So I really like that. I think maybe I might even clear coat it, or maybe just get some extra virgin olive oil and just rub that nicely on it. It'll have a nice look, because oil will, food oil will get all the nice colors out. But really, really pleased with it, and so great that my friend let me borrow the lathe. We need to get some better knives for it, and some better wood to make the stuff out of from. But my mate, Sebastian, said that he might do that. Oh, and Lasse was trying to make, as you saw in the video, he was trying to make a Ken. And he actually did it, but when it was nearly done, it just suddenly broke and just flew off. So it's not completely done, but this is the first attempt. This is Lasse's Ken. Yeah. This actually came out very good. It's really, really light because the wood is like a cheap wood, so it's not compressed or anything or proper. But if you see that, it actually looks very well for the first attempt. And he was about to, you can see there's like a little bit fat there. He wanted to have a nice turning in and go deeper, but that's where it broke. It's actually a little bit too short because the length he wanted is about where my finger is now. But it broke off because it's so thin and the wood is not very strong. So it broke off, so you had to finish it the way it is here now. But it looks really, really cool, considering it's the first attempt on making a Ken. Well done! Yay! Unless it's cold, so he's wearing a lot of clothes right now. The same with me. I normally, if my feet get cold, that's where my whole body gets cold. All this sneezing is because we have so much dust. Hello, madam. What do you want? You can't come up here. You're too heavy. Come on, get down. Thank you. But the beauty of this lathe, if I put this all the way up here, so I can actually have a kendama about the size I wanted to, if I can find the wood for it. It's gonna be something I want to do. I want to make a really large kendama. Not for using, but just to have it standing as a nice display thing. Yeah, but this has been fun, and this clip is about 9 minutes long, so I'm gonna call it a day now, and because I'm going to take Sally out a little bit later, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Peace! Angry Lassie being so angry.
All the time, all the time.
People still call him Angry Lassie. He's not angry at all. I think, actually, Lassie is one of the people I know which is the least angry I ever known. Good night. See, he's laughing.